Hey everyone, Moshe the Electric Israeli here, and thank you for joining my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. Help me change the world one electric car at a time. Thank you for those who are my patrons and those who order their Tesla using my link. And obviously I'm outside today. It's a beautiful day, 70 degrees, nice, sunny, gorgeous. So today I'm going to talk about a topic that I feel next year will be every other video I make, and that is electric trucks. And we know of 4 electric trucks, and I'm only going to hone today on pickup trucks, not on SUVs. We know of 4 electric trucks coming down the next 2 or 3 years. We know how 2 of them look like, and we know there's the specs of 2 of them. We know one that is going to reveal probably in the end of next year. I'm sorry, reveal the end of this year and maybe start to be produced in the end of next year or the year after that. And there's one that we don't know anything about, but we think we know that it's coming. And we talk about the Rivian, the Bollinger, Bollinger motors, obviously the Tesla truck, and the Ford F-150, which is the most sold car in America, but the gasoline version, of course. So what I did some research for you. How do you like that? What I did is I picked out 10 most important components of that in my mind are very important, and applied it to the 4 trucks. We know we have the answers for all these 10 components on the Rivian, most of the answer from the Bollingers, some of the answers from the Tesla truck, and none of the answers from the Ford F-150. So let's start with the one that has the most answers, and that is the Rivian. The Rivian exists. I saw it at the New York Auto Show. It's a beautiful, beautiful car. They are taking reservations, so we know almost everything about it. We know that the price will be a starting price of $69,000. You will have to put $1,000 deposit. We know that the range is going to be 230 to 400 miles. On a 120 to 180 kilowatt hour battery. We know that 0 to 60 is 3 seconds. That the tech is completely and unbelievably, incredibly forward-looking, touch screens, beautiful, beautiful technology. We know that the car is a beautiful, good-looking car, aggressive yet very, very nice. Beautiful lines and lights and unbelievable. You know that it's very utilitarian. It has the tunnel in the middle, very flexible roof. You can have roof racks. You can have you can do camping. It's really an incredible car in terms of utility. You know that it will be able to tow 11,000 pounds, 5,000 kilograms, and the payload will be 1,760 pounds, which is about 800 kilograms of payload. It will be eligible for the tax credit, for the federal tax credit. In terms of power, we know that we'll have a 750 horsepower with 4 motors and give you 14,000 nanometers of torque, which is extraordinarily powerful. And we also know that it's going to be produced. I'm not sure about delivered, but starting to be produced in 2020. Got investment from Amazon, Ford. So that is, we know almost all the answers about the Rivian. The Bollinger, there's a B1 Bollinger, which is the SUV, and B2. I'm going to focus on the B2 because I just want to do trucks today. We do not know the price yet. We do not know what the price is. We know that it's going to have 200 miles on a 120 kilowatt hour battery. We do not know the 0 to 60 speed because they completely do not emphasize anything about that. We know that it has a very simple tech, the minimum of the minimum of tech in terms of screens and all that stuff. It is, a very rugged looking truck. Reminds me of a little bit of a military style truck, like when I used to be in the army. It does look like a very, very utilitarian, nice flatbed truck. It has some kind of a tunnel that you can put stuff through the car across. Very, very, very utilitarian and very, very flexible. You know that it's going to tow 7,500 pound of towing and 5,000 pounds of payload, which is tremendous power. It will be eligible for the tax incentives, for the federal tax incentive. It will have 614 horsepower and two motors, a dual motor with 688 pound-feet of torque. And according to their website, it's going to be started to produce end of next year, 2020. There is no reservation money needed. Just you have to put your email, and eventually, when time comes, you will put like some kind of deposit or something. As far as the Tesla truck, we know more this week than we knew before, because Elon Musk did talk about it. He did say something incredible. It's going to be $50,000 or less. We believe, this is not confirmed, 250 to 400 or even 500 miles. We do not know what the 0 to 60 will be, but I'm sure it's going to be very, very fast. I'm sure it's going to have at least the maybe the Tesla Model 3 screen in the front, like one screen does it all. I am sure it's going to be beautiful. There are only renderings and drawings. Nobody knows what it's going to look like. I don't know what the utility, I don't know what the flatbed size. We don't know, we didn't see that, but I'm sure it's going to be tremendous power. We know that the towing and the payload is going to be out of this world. That's according to Elon Musk, but nobody knows exactly what the towing and all that. He said, he threw some numbers that I don't even want to repeat. They're incredible. The tax incentive, probably no, unless the law change. By the time the Tesla truck comes, there will be no federal tax incentives. Statewide, yes, depending on the state, but no federal tax incentives as of today's laws. We do not know about the horsepower, about the motors, probably 4 motors, maybe 3 motors, we don't know. And the date, we know that it will be revealed this year, and it will be maybe produced in 2021, in my opinion. Now, as far as the Ford is concerned, I don't have an answer for any of these questions. 10 questions, no answer. Nobody knows. I'm not even going to bother showing you any renderings, because it's just, there's no point. Nobody knows anything. We know that Ford is investing a lot of money in electrification, that we know, but nobody knows exactly what it's going to look like. But we do know that they have investment in Rivian, very interesting. We do know that the Ford F-150 gasoline is the most sold car in America. That we know. So if you duplicate that, that would be amazing. What I think the key in all of those is the price. I think Rivian is way too expensive for the starters. We don't know about Bollinger. I think that if Tesla really gonna leave it 50,000 or below, it will draw a bigger segment, because trucks today, you can get them for less than $30,000, or even less than that, 25 or less. So so the price will dictate the sales. This is something that people like to go for adventures, for fun. So I think the price will dictate a lot of who is going to buy. This is going to be a small niche, or it's going to be bigger niche. Depends what Ford is going to do. But if everybody's price will be 50,000, which we know that the Rivian is not, we don't know about Bollinger, then I think it's going to be I think the big winners will be the ones that will make it for 50 or less. That they will have much more margin. Let me know what you think, guys. I'm going to absolutely continue to update you on this one, because it's really fun. It's a fun topic. Thank you guys for watching. See you tomorrow.